Hello guys, this is a ModelRR3102 here, back again in the layout. Not much to show, just a quick little layout update. First things first is motor power update. I just received back from BradleyDCC this Athearn Genesis SD70ACe BNSF number 9131. This is, in fact, the first run SD70ACe from Athearn Genesis. Bought this locomotive back in November of 2010 at Trainfest. So this locomotive is over 6.5 years old, and I finally got it and finally sent it to him and got custom weathering, LEDs, Loksound Select Direct decoder, and TCS Keep Alive. And I've ran this locomotive around the layout a few times already, and I absolutely love it. Kudos to BradleyDCC on his amazing work as usual. And speaking of him, I got another locomotive I'll be sending to him in the next day or two. It is a Athearn Ready to Roll Wisconsin Central SD45 number 7525. It is in the Operation Lifesaver paint. This locomotive will not get custom weathered just because this is a specially painted Operation Lifesaver locomotive. And when it comes to specially painted locomotives, I don't really care to have it custom weathered. Although this will get LEDs and ditch lights front and rear installed like per the prototype and have them oscillating. They'll also get a Loksound Select decoder and a TCS Keep Alive installed, just like most of my locomotives I have sent to them as of late. I do have a few items to still sell. Although first things first, I have sold a few items to a guy in my ModelRR club as of late. He has bought from me a Walther's Proto 1000 Elko RS2 in the Green Bay and Western, number 302. That locomotive has a Digitrax DH123 mobile decoder installed, along with getting programmed with its road address 302 and 4 Longhorn forward as per the prototype. Sold that locomotive to him for $70. I've also sold to him a Athearn Ready to Roll GTW 2893 cubic foot hopper in GTW paint. That I sold to him for, I think, $18. Then I sold to him 3 cars from a Bachmann train set, a Owenwood tank car, a Northern Pacific stock car, and a Santa Fe caboose. All came from a Bachmann train set. All have metal wheels and Kadee couplers. Those 3 combined I sold to him for $7. So sold $95 worth of equipment to him that will be in better use than what I would have now, since I don't model since I model the modern era. I could care less to have those items. But anyways, here are the items I'm still selling. First off, I have a TCS WOW sound decoder. It's a WOW 101 KA diesel. This is either version 2 or version 3 decoder. It is not a version 1 because it has the Elko and GE prime movers. And it's not a version 4 because it would also say on the decoder V4, and it would have, I think, a different Keep Alive as well. This one has a TCS KA2 Keep Alive installed with decoder. This is a 9-pin plug-and-play decoder, or you can hardwire it if you want. That is up to you. I was originally going to install this on a locomotive, but after having my Athearn Ready Genesis SD70M-CN get installed with WOW Sound, I've discovered that WOW Sound just isn't for me. So I've decided to sell this WOW Sound decoder. I'm still going to sell it for a good price of $100. Brand new, never been opened, never has been used before. You get $100 for this decoder. I also have a DigitTrack DH123PS mobile decoder. This has been put in a few locomotives before and has been used a little bit. I had factory reset this about a year or so ago, so it hasn't been used for that long. I know the DH123PS got discontinued like a couple years ago, so these are a little harder to find these days. I'm going to sell this for $19 if you want. So that is that. I have also 3 cabooses still selling. This is an Athearn ready to roll Wabash caboose, metal wheel sets, McHenry couplers. Do not have Kadees installed, but this I will sell this for $14 as is. And I have decided that I'm not going to install Kadees on this car and charge an extra $1. So what you get, what you pay is what you get. If you want Kadees, you can install them yourself. I just don't really feel like installing the Kadees anymore for this. So $14 for that. Have another Athearn ready to roll caboose. This one's in Illinois Central. Metal wheel sets and Kadees. I think these are Kadee number 148s installed, if I remember correctly. Otherwise, they are the number 5s. $15. Then I also have this Roundhouse caboose. Very well detailed. Probably my best caboose I've had ever. Very well detailed metal wheel sets and Kadee number 5s, I believe. Can't remember. But Kadee couplers. $16 for this. And then I also have that I'm going to officially sell is this Lifelike Proto 2000 GP18 shell, not shell, frame and chassis. This runs really well. It has a 12-to-1 gear ratio, I believe, and I've not experienced any split gears with this. It hasn't been ran a crap ton, but everything is 100% stock about this, with the exception of the couplers. Stock light board, stock lighting. I do have another black clip like this for this end, but I haven't put it on. And they do have Kadee number 5s I have recently installed. I don't know if you can see that good, but they are Kadee number 5s. I will sell this to you for $30 if you want. So $30 for this. Here's the rear, this side, the front, and this end. Again, $30 for that. And effective June 8th, I will have a PayPal account. So if anybody wants to pay PayPal, I will gladly accept it. In the past, I've only taken money orders, but I think it is time for change and have PayPal. One of the main reasons why I've never gotten to PayPal is just because of you guys getting charged extra, because I know for a fact that for BradleyDCC, he accepts either money orders or PayPal, but I think you get charged an extra 3% because of the service charge or whatever that PayPal forces on you. So, on the person that's taking the money. So that's why I've never personally gotten a PayPal, but I've almost lost out on a sale because I've never had PayPal. And some guys are worried about doing money orders because they feel like that they get screwed over. Out of like 5 or 6 locomotives I've taken in the BradleyDCC, I've done a money order for every single one, and I've never have gotten screwed over. And I don't feel like, in my honest opinion, I would get screwed over. Partly because I get addresses down very well. I get the amounts down really well and whatnot. So, and speaking of sales still, I am selling. If you remember in the last video I had about a Lifelike Proto 2000 SD60M, I am selling that locomotive now. I'm just not going to deal with the very slow running of an 18:1 gear ratio. I'm just not going to deal with it. I'll just pray that Scale Trains decides to make a good version of an SD60M and SD60Es. Since I have heard from Scale Trains on Facebook that if they do the SD60Es, that they'll probably be doing the SD60Ms as well. And there has not been a manufacturer that has done the SD60Ms in the Triclops / 3-window cab since Proto 2000 has done it back in the 1990s. Walther's mainline is doing the SD60s and SD60Ms in the 2-window cab, but again, it's in the mainline, so who cares? Athearn Ready to Roll has done the SD60s, and Athearn Genesis has done the 2-window cab SD60Ms, but nobody in HO scale has done an SD60M in the 3-window cab since the 1990s. And why Athearn hasn't done it is beyond me. You'd think that if they can do the SD60Ms in the 2-window cab, that they sure the hell can do the 3-window cab. I get that there's different tooling modifications and whatnot for both, but if they can keep tooling for SDP40Fs, SDP45s, GP38-2s, GP40-2s, GP50s, GP39-2s, and even do new tooling for SD70ACes and M-2s, that I personally think there should be no excuses why they haven't done an SD60M in a 3-window cab. And they have nice models of the 2-window cab version. I'm just surprised that they haven't done a 3-window cab version yet. Oh, before I move on any farther, this GP18 shell chassis and frame, the shell of a this will work on any shell of a GP7, 9, 18, or GP20, as long as it's for sure a Lifelike Proto. I have no idea if this will work on a Walther's version. Probably not, since it is different. But it will work on a shell of a GP7, 9, 18, or 20 from Lifelike. But anyways, I want to give you guys a demo of the sounds of the Athearn Genesis SD70ACe with the ESU Loksound Select. I think the sound file that was used was 73831, which is the EMD 16-cylinder 710G3C-T2, which is correct for this locomotive. And here is the startup sequence. the startup sequence and the automatic warm-up for the EMD 16-cylinder 710G3C-T2. I did get the file number wrong. The file number that was used was 73825, which is for the Select Direct / Micro decoders. The 73831 that I was saying earlier, that is for the 710G3A, which is good for the SD60s and GP60s. So, here's the headlight. Nice, bright LEDs that BradleyDCC has installed. That's F0. F6 is the ditch lights. F1 is the bell. And then here's the horn, which is the Nathan K5 LLA number 4. Since ESU has been nice enough to record 6 Nathan K5 LLA horns for this locomotive. They also have, I think, 3 K5 HLLs recorded as well that were for the GEVOs. On this decoder, they also have a Nathan P5, and that is it for horns, I believe. So here's K5 LA number 4. Here's function 3, which is a coupler. Function 5 is nothing. Function 7 is a switching mode. Function 12 is the dimmer, which is also cool that the ditch lights also dim out as well when that's turned on. And then they come back on when you turn them off. Oh yeah, function 10 is the independent brake. Function 9 is drive hold. This is notch 1 right now, which is the same as idle. from idle to not shape and then back. BradleyDCC has done a fantastic review on this prime mover already. If you haven't checked that video out, I will provide a link in the description below of that video. He will go over the two bells, which are the E-bell and the EMD steel bell, along with the 6 different types of the K5 LLA horn and different features and whatnot. I'm not going to cover that right away. I'm just doing an overview of this locomotive, just for the heck of it. And that is it for the most part. I'm going to shut this down. And that is the EMD 16-cylinder 710G3C-T2 prime mover in the full throttle. So there you have it, guys. That's all for today, and I hope to catch you around very soon. For those of you guys in northeastern Wisconsin, if you come to Strawberry Fest in Wapaka, Wisconsin on the weekend of June 17th and 18th, I will be there running with my Model Railroad Club, which is the Wapaka Area Model Railroad Club. We are the club that hosts Strawberry Fest in Wapaka every single year, and I'll be with my club running my trains. This locomotive right here will be presented and running on that club layout. And also the show is free. It is from 10 to 5 the first day and 10 to 3 the second day. Good club member Mr. Jerry Ring has put together a very good video promoting Strawberry Fest. I will also have a link in the description so you guys can view it. Just pretty much describing a bunch of things for Strawberry Fest and whatnot, with music and whatnot. So anyways, that is it. I hope to catch you guys next time. And from the past, we tell the future.